I'm just captivated by this idea of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. There are two trees in this garden, right? There's a tree of life and a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And God never says you can't eat from the tree of life, because they have life. They don't, it's not even attractive to think about eating from that tree, perhaps, right? But this knowledge of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, that's the thing they're not supposed to have. And on that day you eat it, you'll surely die, right? What the heck is going on with that tree? And of course, right away, when the serpent comes and wants to screw everything up, it goes right to that tree. That tree is the key issue, right? And then when they finally take it in, they take in this godlike knowledge of good and evil that is never meant for a human brain to carry, the result isn't a kind of enlightenment. It's chaos, it's panic, it's pandemonium. And I'm captivated by this idea that it's not the knowledge of good and the knowledge of evil. And it's not like two trees either, one tree for good, one tree for evil. It's the knowledge of good and evil. And when they take it in, it's like all they see is good and evil inescapably intertwined. The goodness of being naked is now also the evil of being vulnerable, and the goodness of being at one together is at the same moment the evil of vulnerability or of being assaulted or being absorbed by the other. They just can't take it all apart. And the only result then is to run and hide from this overwhelming truth that they can't carry the full truth in them. They're flooded with subjectivity and vulnerability as a result. And so we run and we hide and we deny what we know. And what we know is actually what we can't know. The knowledge of good and evil, right? We can't know it fully. And so rather than to rest and relax and trust in our vulnerable reciprocal relationality, we create little kingdoms for ourselves. We try to be God. We try to think that we know what is fully good and what is evil, and then we make judgments on that basis. This is the source. This is why it all falls apart.